Hello, Browns fans, and welcome to another edition of the OBR Presents. My name is Jared Mueller. I am a writer and analyst for the Orange and Brown Report, a part of the Scout Network. Thanks for taking some time to stop in to talk a little bit about the Browns' offensive line. The Browns have made it very, very clear that they want to build an offensive line where they can be a bully. They want to be able to run the ball, control other teams, control the clock, and at some level right now, minimize the need for a quarterback to win the game. So, have they done that? Have they set out to accomplish that, and have they done so? I think if we look at where they've invested both money and draft resources, we'd have to say the answer is yes. It starts with left tackle Joe Thomas. Joe has been all world, all everything since he came to Cleveland out of Wisconsin, and has stayed as such throughout his tenure with the Browns. Healthy, good shape, good run block, good pass blocker. Joe Thomas is everything you want in a franchise left tackle. We've even seen him slim down over the years to keep himself healthy, to keep his joints healthy as he ages, in which he seems like he's not ever going to age. The other foundational piece for the Browns offensive line has been Alex Mack. Mack, who we all know last year when he got injured, the run game and the offensive line kind of fell apart all at the same time, has been the anchor of the Browns offensive line and the Browns offense. He calls line protections, shifts, all of those kind of things, and can take on pretty much anybody in the NFL. He has great feet, he has great waist bend, and can pretty much take on the biggest nose tackle, as well as has enough quickness to get out onto the linebackers at the second level. Left guard Joel Bitonio, on the other hand, kind of surprised us, and at this point has to be included along with Joe Thomas and Alex Mack. If you'll remember from our depth chart series, Bitonio was actually ranked number 3 overall by Pro Football Focus for offensive guards. This after being drafted in the second round. So you have Joe Thomas drafted in the first round. You have Alex Mack drafted in the first round. And now you have Joel Bitonio drafted in the second round. Bitonio was great in his rookie year. The question becomes is that his ceiling? Or does he have more upside? And I would say it seems like he has far more upside to continue to improve. Playing left tackle at Nevada, moving into left guard, there is some transition there. But one of the things we've heard is that the Browns truly believe that Bitonio can play 4 and maybe even 5 positions on the offensive line. He is someone that they are banking some of their future on. Obviously, putting a second-round pick into someone, you would think that they would do that. But from what they've seen, they truly believe that Bitonio is going to be elite for the next 10 years, barring any injuries. So those 3 positions are kind of taken care of. It's the right side of the offensive line that has created the most interest. At right tackle, Mitchell Schwartz has been a player that Browns fans have loved to hate. Whether it's getting beat on a quick pass rush or an inability to hold his block in the run, Browns fans are quick to point out Schwartz's limitations, the times that he hasn't succeeded. Yet, he has made it through as the Browns' right tackle, starting right tackle, through 3 different regimes. That says a lot. That says a lot about his ability at that position. His Pro Football Focus says he's actually better, much better as a pass protector than he is as a run blocker. Competing with him is really 2 players. First, you have Cameron Irving, who the Browns spent another first-round pick on in the last draft, but we'll get to him in a second. The other guy is kind of a man of mystery. Michael Bowie is a guy who played for the Seattle Seahawks 2 years ago and played very well. Then last year, during training camp, got hurt and was going to be out for the season. The Seahawks tried to get him through on waivers, but the Browns picked him up, knowing that they wouldn't have him all of last year. There's a lot of talk and a lot of hope that Bowie could be the Browns' next starting right tackle. He is kind of the opposite of Schwartz if we look at his Pro Football Focus gradings in the past, as he is a pretty dominant run blocker and has struggled a little bit in pass protection. A lot of Browns fans are really excited about the possibility, the hope, and even really the mystery of Bowie over what they have known and what they've seen from Schwartz. Many are hoping that Bowie takes Schwartz's job, even this year. And it's possible. It's possible that the Browns want the big, strong, powerful Bowie, who hasn't been in the league that long, to take over for Schwartz, who also hasn't been in the league that long, but is going to be a free agent at the end of the year. It's possible that the Browns have seen Schwartz top out or believe that he has in their system, but think that the athletic Bowie could really take their line to the next level. And then we slide inside to the right guard position, where John Greco was ranked number 11 overall of all guards, not just right guards, but all guards last year by Pro Football Focus. Yet Greco's 30 years old. That was really his one elite season. And it is my belief, at least, that Cameron Erving is actually going to compete at that spot. So while many are thinking that Erving will play right tackle, which he's done a little bit already in this offseason, or that the Browns just drafted him so they'd have a replacement for Alex Mack in case he leaves next year, which is possible. I think Erving was drafted because he has the flexibility and the versatility, much like Joel Bitonio, but can take the offensive line, especially the interior of the offensive line, to the next level. So you look at a Browns offensive line where the left tackle, left guard, and center positions are rock solid with stars. Many would say that Joe Thomas, Joel Bitonio, and Alex Mack are the best at their positions in the NFL. If they're not the best, they're definitely in the top 3 of their positions. Then on the right side, we have a lot of mystery. But the Browns have invested highly in those 2 positions. John Greco could continue at right guard and have another elite season. Mitchell Schwartz could hold off Michael Bowie at the right tackle position. Or the Browns could insert a little bit younger and a little bit more athletic players in Erving at right guard and Michael Bowie at right tackle and create an elite athletic offensive line, allowing them to run the ball in multiple ways in the zone blocking scheme that they plan to keep, but also when needed in a power scheme. It'll help keep Josh McCown, most likely, and later Johnny Manziel, hopefully in years future, clean and have time in the pocket. One thing that's interesting is if you look at the heights of all of our offensive linemen, they're all pretty huge. We're looking at 6'4" and 6'5" and even a little bit higher. And so it'll be interesting that how Johnny Manziel in the future is able to stand behind that big offensive line. But the one thing that we can count on, Cleveland Browns fans, is that we will have a dominant offensive line. Whether it's Greco and Schwartz, whether it's Erving and Greco, whether it's Bowie and Greco, whatever combination comes out of training camp, we are fully confident that the Browns' offensive line will be elite. Besides the Dallas Cowboys, who in my opinion stole La'el Collins from us, I still think the Browns should have tried and picked him up somewhere in the draft. The Cowboys, with Collins added in, probably have the best offensive line. With their weapons and with Tony Romo, they're probably going to look a little bit better. But I would dare to say that the Browns are right there with them. And so Browns fans, while you may not love the quarterback and you may not love the wide receivers and you may not love the tight ends and you may have some questions about the running backs, the one thing on the offense that we will not be able to question is their offensive line. They've invested heavily in it. They want to build a bully, and that's where they're going. I'm Jared Mueller. This has been the OBR Presents. Thanks for stopping by. Go Browns, and have a great day.